Hi YouTube. So I finally figured out why I have a hard time kind of blending in. Pretty sure that's blend. Well, it's fade, but blend, fade, same thing, kind of, right? But I figured it out. I did. I feel like I should probably back up just a little bit, just to show off my Gengar there. It's Ghastly Haunter and Gengar. It's like one of the most awesome shirts ever. That said, I figured it out. I am a radical queer. I am. I need to look up the sign for radical, and I will. I'll make another sign lesson, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Maybe while I'm at the shelter, I don't know. But I'm a radical queer. I'm gonna go into it. It's a little bit weird. It gets into sex, it gets into lifestyle, everything. The first big one is, oh God, Jesus Christ, sorry. First big one is, I'm not like every other queer. I'm not. I treat people like people. Oh, novel concept. That's right, I kind of have a bone to pick with most of the gays out there because they treat people like things. They do. Like things. And technically this is things, just go but I just do it, it's simplified. They treat people like things. Like, here's the thing. I have met a lot of guys in Seattle. I have. That said, how many actually keep in contact with me? Almost none. Almost none. I know, right? It's far too easy for gays to just, oh Jesus Christ, sorry. It's far too easy for gays to just toss someone out. It is. For me, I mean, I may forget a lot, and geez, okay, yeah, I started a thread on part of how I'm radical. But it's far too easy for people to just, and this kind of just goes with society in general. People just throw people out of their lives so easily. And it scares me. It scares me a lot. And Jesus Christ, I just looked at my teeth, they're yellow as shit. I need to brush tonight. I need to take a shower and brush tonight. And maybe shave this. I know I'll be baby-faced tomorrow, right? Even though I don't like shaving with a razor when it's this long, I'll have to make do. It's fine, it is. I like to use trimmers on my face more often than not. There's this capacity to be a human being and treat others like human beings, and a lot of people are not meeting that capacity. People have their core group of friends that they talk to on a regular basis, but other than that, people don't treat people like people. I have made more friends on the public transit here than I have in the gay community. And it was just a one-off thing, hey, we're having a great conversation. I had a great conversation with an old lady, and we talked about my HIV. We talked about how the world is basically being fucked up by Trump, and who we voted for. But in the end, we left and we shook hands. We said, it was really nice talking to you. More people need to do this. I have a video that I took of a group of cisgender, heteronormative white people. It was a family. It was like 2 or 3 families all together. And they crossed the street in front of the shelter because they didn't want to have to walk near the homeless people. Again, their ignorance, their inability to deal with the fact that, yeah, they're homeless people. They're always going to be homeless people. Does that mean that you should treat them any less of a human being? No. I deal with them on a daily basis, and even though I'm of a high intelligence, I treat them like human beings. Now, there was a drunk guy who pissed on the floor last night, and he had to be carted away off to detox again because he makes the same bad decisions in his life over and over and over again. But that's beside the point. It doesn't mean that he's any less of a human being. I recognize the fact that he needs help, that he needs to give himself help, but I'm digressing. The other way that I am completely divergent, yeah, I'm going to use that word because it's actually, the first two movies are really good. The third one just fucking petered off and was like, where the fuck are we going with this? Allegiant? Yeah, really bad. The other way that I'm kind of divergent from the rest of the gay community is that I am completely versatile when it comes to sex. I can give as good as I get. Now, it depends on what mood I'm in. This is emotion, so it can mean mood as well. Make the sign for E. It depends on what mood I'm in, but I've been told that I can screw like a porn star. I've been told that I can bottom like a porn star. I have been told all of these things, and I'm like, well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment because, quite frankly, I'm good at this. I'm very sex positive. And that's another way that I'm very divergent, is the fact that I am sex positive. A lot of guys, they may accidentally get a little poop a little bit of poop may come out. And I'm like, don't worry about it. It's fine. At least it's not like a giant glob. And I need to tell that story, honestly. I'll go ahead and digress again real quick. I was home alone in North Carolina. I was living alone, actually. Shotgun apartment. It was beautiful. I would love that apartment again. Apartment. APT. Apartment. I would love that apartment again. I had a guy come over and he sat down on... Anyways. He sat down on my... And... he started going, and we were both enjoying it. And then about a minute in, I started smelling something. I was like, oh goodness. And it took him another 30 seconds, minutes, hour, day, year. So it took him another 30 seconds to smell it, and he got up off me. And there was just a glob of crap, just like that big, just sitting right next to, and I love telling this story whenever I'm having sex with somebody because it makes them laugh, and I love when people laugh during sex. I do. I love it. But I was really mean to him too. And dude, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry about that day, but it was really disgusting. He looked at me and he said, "What do we do now?" And I basically looked at him and said, "I'm gonna go take a shower, you're gonna leave." And he kind of did a double take and said, "You're not gonna let me?" And I said, "Nope. You're gonna put on your pants, you're gonna take a walk of shame out to your car, have a great rest of your life. I'll see you never." I know, it was kind of a bitchy thing of me to do, but since then, I have become much more sex positive. And, oh great, my village is being rated by Mundo. Mundo. And really, I don't care. Yeah, there's two signs for care now. I didn't know this. This is care, K's, and this. I don't care what happens, so long as we both get off. And that's the third way. I usually can't get off without my partner getting off first. I have told this to many men, and they get freaked. They're like, "Wait, that puts a lot of pressure on me." And I'm like, "No, it's not meant to be pressure at all. I'm just saying that it's easier for me. If you don't get off, it's going to take me a while. It will. So I kind of want to know, how do you feel that you're different from society? How do you feel that you're different from your communities? I mean, I know that a lot of deaf people feel different because some of them are hard of hearing. Some of them only have hearing loss in one ear. Ear, that's hearing. Ear. So tell me in the comments below. Below. This is under. This is below. Move forward. In the comments below, tell me how you feel different from your communities. I'd really love to hear, because I feel like I'm alone in this. I do. So, have a great Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow.